Welcome to the last video on the Budgets by Taraya tool. Now that we've tracked what to gather, how to fill it out, how to copy it for the rest of the year, how to make those adjustments that are needed, we're going to recap where we're at and how to best utilize this resource. Now that your budget's complete, you can clearly see month by month what you're spending. You can see if and what you have available to put away in savings, planning for large purchases, any investments you'd like to make, all while resting assured that your bills are paid each month. The goal in this is to have limited effort needed once your budget is set up. You can adjust for changes in bills, income, and other life changes as necessary, but the idea is that this should be a set it and forget it. It's going to be a little bit of work on the front end to get it all set up, but once it's in place, it's very simple to use and shouldn't take up too much time. We've found that it's best used if you're able to get at least 1 month ahead on your bills. This really can take time to build up to by putting a small amount extra into your bill account each month, like rounding up on those odd amounts. If that does not work for you, or as you're working to save to make that happen, you just want to be sure that you're checking the due dates on that due date column to ensure that you have the funds in that bill account before they're going to be paid, because they should be set on auto pay for you. Autopay is a lifesaver. Once you have your bill account set up with your bank, set up all your bills to autopay from that account. What you want to do for credit cards is you're going to want to set your credit cards to autopay for the minimum payment due so that you're avoiding any late payments, with the goal being to pay them off one by one. If you're not using any lines in the bill area on the Budgets by Taraya tool and the form itself is just too big and you'd like a little bit of a more streamlined view, it's very easy to hide the sections that you're not using. So let's go ahead and see that live. This is the section with all the bills. I'm going to scroll down. I'm not even using the entire business expense category here on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight all the way up, and I don't want any of these to be showing. So I'm going to hit Shift, hit this other one here. So I started down here. I'm going to hit Shift so it highlights all of these rows. So while they're highlighted, I'm going to right click, scroll down here and hit hide. They've now disappeared. You can see it goes from 33 to 42. Now I've decided, you know what, I actually want to see those. So highlight the 42, shift to highlight the 33. So I now have each row on each side of those hidden ones highlighted. I'm going to right click, scroll down, hit unhide, and they pop right back up. So once we get to the end of the year, if you want to go ahead and leave each year separate, it's very simple to add a new sheet at the bottom of your Excel form so that you can have one for each year. Let's look at that live. All right, so to go ahead and copy this to the next year, I'm going to go ahead and hit this triangle so that it turns green. So I know the entire sheet is highlighted. We're going to right click and hit copy. I'm going to go down to the very bottom here, hit this little plus sign, and a new sheet popped up. I want to do the next year. I've got a couple on here. So the next year is 2025, and we're going to hit enter. So now this is labeled as 2025. I'm going to come up again. I'm going to click on that triangle in the upper left-hand corner here, right click, and we want this first paste option. We're going to go ahead and hit paste, and it just copied the entire document from the previous year. And then I can go through and just adjust this through the whole sheet for the proper year. And that wraps up how to use the Budgets by Taraya tool. If you have any questions at all, please reach out at any time. My team and I are on standby. We're ready to help. We're happy to go over general questions with budgeting or anything related to your financing and real estate goals. If you're ready to get pre-approved for a home purchase or a refinance, we're ready for that as well. You'll just need to go to our website and fill out an application, which you can find at loansbytaraya.com. Please feel free to call, text, reach out. We're happy to help. Thank you for joining us on this Budgets by Taraya presentation and how to use the Budgets by Taraya tool. Please stay tuned. We've got tons of trainings coming your way. Like and subscribe to this page. There's going to be lots of mortgage resources for you, lots of resources on how to buy a home, what to look for. Stay tuned, like and subscribe, and please follow us on social media.